What's up guys? Today I want to talk to you about Solfarm, a leveraged yield farming / yield aggregator on the Solana ecosystem. Let's get into it. Solfarm is broken up into three parts. You have leveraged yield farming, lending, and vaults. Leveraged yield farming allows you to borrow up to 3x your collateral to yield farm with. I'm personally not a fan of leverage, but I threw $50 in here so I could show you guys how it works. Let's say you want to farm this SLRS USDC pair. The farm button will bring you to this page. Choose which asset you want to supply, then decide how much leverage you want. I chose 3x for this demonstration. This warning underneath here is important. When you're doing leveraged yield farming, you are essentially taking out a short position on the asset you're borrowing, because if the asset decreases in price, you could technically repay it for less money than you borrowed it for and pocket the difference. On the other hand, if the asset increases in price too much, you can be liquidated. Once you click the farm button, you can head over to your positions page and see how you're doing. You can see the total value of your farm position, how much debt you're in, how much money you would get if you pulled out, your rewards earned so far, APY at your current leverage, your debt ratio, and your kill buffer. If the kill buffer goes to 0, you get liquidated. Next, we can hop over to their lending page. This is the less risky option, and the APYs reflect that. You can lend out a whole host of coins, farm tokens, and stable coins. APYs here vary based on the current demand. At the time of recording, Ray is paying out 53% APY, but the utilization rate is 93%. Keep in mind that if the utilization gets too high and other people withdraw before you can, you might not be able to withdraw your funds. The vault section is the area I'm most interested in. Here, you can supply your Saber LPs and get your rewards auto-compounded at decent APY. Sol is paying out 26%, FTT is paying out 35%, and this UST and USDC pair is paying out almost 60%. From a risk to reward standpoint, this is where I find the most value. When we look at their Twitter, you can see here that they have over 31,000 followers. They aren't super active on Twitter though, posting about once a day, but they do get a lot of engagement. The Solfarm token is called Tulip, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't have a use currently. I've seen in the docs that they plan to implement a governance feature at some point in the future, but outside of that, there really doesn't seem to be a use case for it. At the time of recording, it's a little over $28 per Tulip. It has a market cap of over 35 million, a circulating supply of about 1 million, and a max supply of 10 million. Like I always say, you should always do your own research. That's how you don't get wrecked. And while I personally didn't find most of the information in the docs that useful, you should definitely check it out because maybe you will. So let me give you my final thoughts on this project. I'm currently using it for the vaults. Like I said earlier, I think the vaults have the most value at present in my opinion. I don't mind lending assets that I would normally hold like UST in the lend area, but after I finish this video, I'm probably going to deposit the USDC I had in the lend area into a Saber pool since the APYs are better and the risk of impermanent loss is minimal. I'm really not a fan of leverage in general, so I most likely won't use that part of the Solfarm at all. When it comes to the token, I honestly don't see a reason to buy it. You can't earn it, and at this point, I'm not really a fan of buying governance tokens, so I'm just gonna pass. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you guys think about leveraged yield farming? I'll see you in the next video, and we can keep talking about getting more coins.